go, Niners. We got the dub in Seattle. Niners come to play. They didn't mess around. You know what? They gave us a little scare there in the second half. You know, couple bumbling, stumbling plays. We were a little scared. I'm not going to lie to you. When they cut it to a one-possession game, a little scared. I was like, uh-oh. Everybody was a little upset. Had to hold my breath. But the 49ers held it together. They still got to finish those second halves of the game. But, hey, the 49ers get a dub. Jordan Mason, you got to give credit to Isaac Guerrero. Jordan Mason goes down with the shoulder injury. He tried to come out. He was tough, but, you know, he wasn't able to get it. And Isaac Guerrero comes in, and he rips a massive run, 76 yards down the sideline. Oh, my God. And then Kyle Juszczyk seals the deal. George Kittle, 2 touchdowns. Oh, my God. Birthday boy getting 2 touchdowns in the red zone. You got to love it, man. George Kittle. And then Kyle Juszczyk seals the deal. Kyle Juszczyk, George Kittle, they went to go celebrate with their wives. Claire Kittle, and, you know, you got to love that, man. And Kristen Juszczyk, that was dope to see. I mean, hell of a celly, wholesome. They both got a touchdown, so they could both go celly with their wives. And then shout out to the rookies, man. Isaac Guerrero, we mentioned him. Renardo Green, dog. We've been calling for this man's name. Renardo Green, absolute junkyard dog. He came in, interception. Malik Mustafa, he did get hurt. He left with an ankle injury, but an interception. What did I tell you? Geno Smith, that's the reason why the 49ers are going to win. Nick Bosa, he didn't get a sack, but this man was all up in that man's grill. Pressure creates diamonds. Nick Bosa was all over that man's neck. And DK Metcalf strapped up today. There was no Mooney Ward. He had 11 targets, 3 catches, 48 yards. Only one play was big, 30 yards. 49ers came to play. They got screwed a little bit by the refs, too, on that one play where Chris Conley got pushed into the guy. But, hey, it is what it is. Nick Bosa did his thing on that drive. 3 straight plays where he dominated. And 49ers, man, they needed this win. They get to 500, 3-3, first place in the NFC West. This was a huge, huge win. Brock Purdy goes 5-0 against the Seahawks, undefeated against them. And the 49ers are 6-0 against the Seahawks in their last 6 games. Let's go, man. Niners, we needed this. Again, the rookies, man, they came to play. Shout out to these rookies, man. They played. Yo, Kyle needs to learn. Play them rooks, man. Play them rooks. Play them rooks, boy. Woo! Let's go. The hat is residency. We posted it in the page all the time. Man. Need a new kicker. Yo, the kicker, mate, he did his thing. It's 3 for 3. A little bit of scare at the end. We'll see what happens. Man. I haven't slept since the last Niner win. Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, my God. We needed that win. Like, the vibes were bad. I'm not going to lie to y'all. There were some comments that was just like, yo, y'all got to chill. Just got to chill. Everybody's getting stressed out. My phone was going on, like, berserk mode. People are like, Niners are going to lose. Niners are going to lose. It's like, just chill. And thank God the Niners took care of business. Bosa clutch in the fourth quarter, man. And, again, the rookies came up big. Renardo Green, that was the biggest play of his career so far in his young career. And I got to give Debo his flowers. We haven't talked about Debo yet. I told y'all earlier today, I said, Debo, man, let's watch out. He owns the Seattle Seahawks. And today he was the player of the game. 76 yards touchdown on the head top. Beautiful play. I mean, Brock Purdy was throwing dimes. Brock Purdy threw for over 300 yards. He was gunning 3 touchdowns, you know. He was doing his thing, man. George Kittle, of course, had 2 of those touchdowns. But Brock was coming in, throwing darts. And you got to give credit to this team, man. They fought. It was not an easy game. You knew Seattle was going to come and fight with them. I didn't think it was going to be easy. It was stressful. Second half, again, was a little murky. And I was like, oh, man, are we going to lose another one in the second half? But the 49ers came to play, and they did what they had to do, man. Unbelievable game, ladies and gentlemen. Whoo! That was good stuff, man. Got a mini bye week. We need it. But you know what? It's not going to be easy because the 49ers definitely have a bye. The Chiefs, they got to bye themselves this week. The 49ers, again, they get a couple days extra rest because they play Thursday Night Football. The Chiefs are on an actual bye, so they're going to be even more rested than the Niners for the next game. But right now, we enjoy this. We have Victory Friday, and we just love it. That's what we needed. We needed that dub. My man, extremely depressed Niners fan, says, Geno is who we were supposed to be afraid of. I told you guys, don't worry about Geno. Geno going to do his thing. Geno. He wrote back today. Geno sees Bosa, and that's what it was. It was Nick Bosa coming for his head top all day. He didn't get a sack, but Nick Bosa was pressuring that man at all ends of the earth. I think he had 6 pressures in the first half alone. That was crazy. He was all over Geno. And I get it. Second half was scary. We were worried. that kick return when the Seahawks got that kick return, I was like, oh God. And then they went 94 yards. The Seahawks went 94 yards and scored a touchdown, and they cut it to one possession right there. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was a little heavy hearted. I was like, oh God, this could be it. I was feeling the PTSD, but the 49ers, they dug deep. They made the plays. Nick Bosa, Renardo Green, and the 49ers running the ball with Isaac Guerendo. I mean, the biggest run of that young man's career. Shout out to big Isaac Guerendo. He looked like a young Raheem Mostert. I see the vision. I see why Kyle wanted this guy. He's got the electric speed, and he came in for Jordan Mason, who was dealing with the shoulder. Jordan tried to come in, and he was ripping some runs early in the game. But Guerendo, man, props to that young man. And Aaron Banks, he had to get an IV. He was cramping up. Spencer Burford had to come in. Like, this team was battling. You guys got to realize this team was going through a lot of injuries. Malik Mustafa left with an ankle issue. Like, this team was dogging, man. They were fighting. This team is playing their ass off, lights out. They got a lot of injuries. I'm telling you, man, this team, they don't give up, man. They could have threw their backs against the wall and just like hung it up. They could have lost that game, but they really dug deep on this game and they went into Seattle. It's not easy, man. And I got to give this team a lot of credit. 2-3. A lot of people were writing them off. They're still a dangerous ass team. So shout out to the Niners, man. A massive dub. They got to clean up stuff. You got to be able to close out teams in the second half. You play a team like the Chiefs, it's a different story, right? Geno Smith compared to Patrick Mahomes, a whole different story. 49ers have to close out these games, man. DK, though. Lock that boy up. Lock that boy up. He did have one big play that got called back because of a illegal shift. But other than that, they locked that boy up. He had one big 30-yard play. They locked him up. Tyler Lockett did his thing. Give him credit. He's a vet. He's going to go off every once in a while. But, I mean, overall, the Niners, they played good. They made the plays they had to do. Again, Seattle, I knew they were going to come in and try hard. They were angry playing the Giants. Niners were up big. Second half, they made the adjustments. But, again, man, the Niners held tough, and they were able to get it done. And in the red zone was huge today. When you had 2 George Kittle touchdowns, massive, man. 2 George Kittle touchdowns in the red zone was the difference. The Niners didn't get field goals. They scored touchdowns. Huge, huge, huge. The fact they got those red zone touchdowns. That right there was a key to this game because what did we say? They got to score touchdowns. I'm not going to lie to you. Early in the game, I was like, damn, man, we need CMC. They kept getting down there, and they couldn't get the red zone. But the moment George Kittle got that first touchdown, I was like, okay. Little toe drag swag. Let's talk about George Kittle in the red zone. Listen, man, George Kittle makes some of the most insane catches in the NFL. Y'all got to realize that George Kittle makes some of the biggest plays. A couple weeks ago against the Patriots, Moss 3 defenders. Today, that toe drag swag, I don't know how he makes that catch. DK couldn't get his toe in, but George Kittle got that toe in. That was phenomenal, man. George Kittle, I don't see Travis Kelce doing all that. Do you? I see Travis Kelce getting a couple plays here and there. He doesn't even acknowledge Taylor Swift. But my boy George Kittle went and did the Lumen leap to Claire Kittle. You got to love him. Best tight end in the league. 2 red zone touchdowns, man. Oh, my God. That had me so happy today. Red zone a little bit better today because George Kittle was cooking it. Cooking that shit. Go, George. Love George Kittle. Happy birthday, George Kittle. That man was cooking that shit. Yeah, I know the injuries are tough, but they still balling. This team is still balling. And speaking of injuries, earlier today on the broadcast, Albert Breer said that Ricky Pearsall will be practicing this week. So, ladies and gentlemen, I know this team is injured, but they'll get Ricky Pearsall back in practice. Will he play? I don't know. But that's a shot of adrenaline for this team, a boost of energy. And then the other news is Christian McCaffrey. He's eyeing an early November run back with the team. So probably after the bye week when they play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So we could get George Kittle back in November when they play the Bucs. A couple weeks away. Ricky Pearsall might be back. His team's getting healthy. Dre Greenlaw, midseason. This team just got to stay flight. They got to stay 500 until the bye week. And I think after the bye week, this team is going to get healthy and they're going to go on a run. They can beat Tampa Bay. They can go beat the Saints. They can beat these dogs. Let's go, baby. We got a big dub in Seattle in Lumen Field. You went and did the Lumen Leap. The Seahawks don't even do the Lumen Leap. The Niners did a little Lumen Leap. You got to love it, man. Woo! Yeah, no pun intended. Feliciano will be back too. Yes, go. Let's go, man. This team's going to get healthy at the right time, ladies and gentlemen. praying that the kicker. Yeah, we got to stop trying to tackle bad. I gotta see what Kyle said. This broadcast is still going on. Richard Sherman's talking. I haven't seen what Kyle said, so I gotta check that out. Man, George Kittle saved this team on his birthday. That's all I gotta say. Kittle over the middle, put the team on his back today, and Debo, he went Demo. He went Debo. He went demon mode. You know, one guy I thought was gonna go rip it up today was Brandon Ayuk, but hey, you can't have all the stars shining. It was what it is. What it is. They were trying to double him up, but CMC or not CMC, Debo showed up today, and they tried to get him to run out the backfield, but it didn't really work. But again, Garendo came in and he kicked it. And again, I got to give one more thing. Shout out to Debo, the first wide receiver in NFL history. Nobody's done it. Not Jerry Rice, not T.O., not a damn, Randy Moss, not Calvin Johnson. None of those receivers ever did it. The first receiver in NFL history, only one to get 20-plus rushing touchdowns and 20-plus receiving touchdowns. That is the craziest thing. Debo's Mr. Versatile. A lot of people been talking shit about Debo Samuel. Y'all know who you were. Y'all go see those comments on the post. Y'all was talking some nasty stuff about Debo. And today, that boy cooked it up. NFL history, only player in NFL history to get 20-plus rushing touchdowns, 20-plus receiving touchdowns. Put that in, Canton. This man's going to be a Hall of Famer when it's all said and done. The most versatile wide receiver in the NFL history. Let's go, Debo. Let's go, man. Absolutely amazing. What a stat. People was yelling at me about Debo today. Oh, shut up, Rob. Why are you posting Debo stats? He's going to do nothing against the Niners, against Seattle. This man came to play 76-yard touchdown bomb on them. Put the Jets on. Made me so happy. Made me happy. Made me happy. God, he's the best wide back ever. Love that, man. Tuck your chains in, baby. Y'all, those people was nasty in the comments today. Bro, what are you posting about Debo today? He's not going to do nothing. Cooked, baby. Yeah, and then Debo, he did celebrate with Kittle at the end. I love it, man. Yeah, we need a refund on Ayuk. He's out there. You know what? He's a decoy. A $30 million decoy. I love the vibes when we win too, man. I hate the vibes when we lose. SF, we need to get more dubs. Yeah, you seen them all. The wifey Selly was the best. Yo, absolute best Selly out there, man. That the wifey Selly with Kittle and Juice when they went up to the wide, that was so wholesome. And then there was a video where they were actually watching the celebration on their phone because they see it. They're like, oh my God. And then, bro, Juice went out there, got the touchdown, and he celebrated number 2. So it was good to see Kittle, Juice, both get touchdowns, both got to celebrate with their wives. I loved it. Absolutely amazing stuff, man. Good. It's a good game when the Niners win. The Hawks, did you see? Yeah, that the Hawks crowd went razor silent after Garendo's touchdown or run. That play, it's crazy. I was sitting there going, man, what if Garendo rips off a big one? We need a big run. Because I remember when Jordan Mason a couple years back when the 49ers played him on a primetime game, wore the white jerseys, they wore the neon greens, and Niners won the NFC Championship after that game. He sealed the deal. Jordan Mason sealed the deal on a run. Remember that? That was literally what happened tonight. The rookie running back, Isaac Garendo, comes in, boom, 76-yard run, seals the deal. He goes down, and it was over. And same thing, Jordan Mason was running. He goes down, boom, seals the deal. The young running back sealed the deal. It was crazy. It was like deja vu. And I said it. I was like, yo, if Isaac Garendo could rip up a big run, it's over. Don't let him, because they had their timeouts. If he can rip this off, it's over. And I was like, oh my God, when he got that run, I was so hyped up, man. The rookies were crazy, man. Renardo Green, start that man, Renardo Green now. Because Isaac Yiadom, you just lost your job to Renardo Green. Renardo Green, dog, 2nd round pick. What a night for the rookies, man. What a night for the rookies, man. Whoo! Niners need a safety, though. They did work out some safeties this week. They're going to need a safety. Huff's hurt. Mustafa's hurt. You can't rely on some of these guys. They have Mahoney. They called up. He's a Rick. They got to get some safety help because the safety position is really, really tough right now. Special teams is questionable. Yeah, special teams, man. We know special teams is a question with the Niners. I was stressed when they got that return touchdown. I was like, oh my God, here we go again. Special teams is killing me. I agree. Special teams is the one area where the 49ers continue to struggle. Appreciate the badge, SF Rims. Whew. My man Dicey says Isaac Yadam was getting dusted and cooked by 50-year-old Lockett. So I'm saying, go get Renardo Green, put him in the roster, man. Man, what a game, man. What a game. What a game. Man, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Need to be able to so the last thing I got to say, 49ers need to learn how to hold on to these leads. They got to close out better. This was a cardiac game. We're all stressed out. We're happy they won, but it was almost the other way. It almost didn't go that way. So the Niners have to close out these games. It's a liability when they can't close out. Special teams is killing us, man. It's absolutely killing the Niners, the special teams, and not being able to close out. But, hey, the 49ers dug deep. Got to give them credit today. This was not an easy game on the road. Hey, man, stuff was great. At the end of the day, the Niners find a way to win, and that's what you got to do. You got to win 1 week at a time. Appreciate the badges, everybody. And at the end of the day, man, I know it was a stressful game, but they get the win. They're 3-3. You move on to the next. That's it. Again, I told you guys it's going to be a tough season, stressful season, man. But I'm going to be right back. I got to go. My daughter was just calling me. She wants to call me about the game. So I'll be back a little later, probably on Instagram. Appreciate you guys. Niners get the dub over to Seattle Seahawks, man. 36-24. 36-24 Niners. They walk into Lumen Field, and they're victorious. So shout out to these Niners, man. It wasn't easy. Shout out to the rookies. The rookies really did their thing. Deebo Samuel, Brock Purdy, George Kittle, Nick Bosa, Fred Warner. I haven't even talked about Fred Warner tonight. Fred Warner was making plays tonight like he always does. Love this team. Y'all have a good rest of your night. Victory Friday tomorrow. Let's go. Go Niners, baby. Y'all have a good rest of your night.